How you doing, everybody? Brian Senior here with Political Truths 832. If you are a true blue, red-blooded, liberty-loving, Bible-thumping, gun-toting, truth-seeking, fed up with the status quo, tyranny-smashing, tossing the tea overboard, American patriot, agent of change, then you are in the right place. We're going to put our heads together. We're going to do what Americans do best. We're going to solve problems. We're going to educate one another. We're going to encourage one another as we lift up our families, our friends, our neighbors, and our country. The American dream lives here. All right, how are you doing today? We have a very special interview. Not really an interview. I just kind of, this guy, Doug Hauser, he's great. He's pushing the California School Initiative. California School Choice Initiative. And the name of the organization is the California School Choice Foundation. And they're starting the process of collecting signatures to get this on a ballot. So it's a ballot measure that's going to be, it's going to start off in the state of California. But man, once you see what's in this, you're going to want it in your state. I got the Agent of Change hotline right down here. The number is toll-free, 365 days out of the year, 24/7, 833-9-832-708. So call the Agent of Change hotline. Let us know what you think about this school choice initiative that they're pushing. This is a great thing. This sets aside $12,000 per year for each individual student that can be spent any way that the parent chooses. So this puts the power of the dollar back into the hands of the parents. It takes the decision making away from some bureaucrats in an ivory tower 3,000 miles away in Washington, D.C., or however far away you live from Washington, D.C. It doesn't matter. They might as well be on Mars because they are so far out of touch with the American people. And I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of it. I got grandkids that are in school right now. My daughter just finished college, so I got a little bit of deprogramming to do with her probably. But she is done with college, so my kids are out of school, but I have grandkids, so I have skin in the game too. And this is a fantastic ballot initiative that needs to get on the ballot. So get out there, get involved. I'm going to post information to connect to these folks so that you can get involved, get signatures, do whatever we need to do. We need to treat this like the Gavin Newsom recall and get booths out there, easy ups on the weekend. And listen, we got to make this our part-time job. If we want to take back this country, you think these fools in Washington are just going to hand it back to us because we say, oh, I don't like what you're doing. I want the power back. Would you please give it to me? No, we got to go work. We got to put the time in. We got to treat this as if it is a part-time job for us. I know I work full-time. I'm doing some schooling through a trade school. I'm doing all this stuff. I got my family commitments. I don't have time for this, but it's necessary. I don't have time to go to all these rallies on the weekends, but it's necessary. I don't have time to edit these podcast episodes, but it's necessary. I enjoy the podcast. It's kind of a fun thing for me, but there's a lot of it that it's really work, and we have to find our niche. We have to get involved. If it's donating money, donating time, find an organization, find a group, find a passion that you are near and dear to, and chase it, and don't let it go. We have to do this. So anyway, kind of off topic there. Doug Hauser, like I said, I think he told me he was an inspiration for the TV show Doogie Hauser. I don't know. I don't see why he would make that up, but that's kind of cool. So this guy's a smart guy. I guess he graduated from college super early, still a teenager or whatever. So he's a smart guy. He's part of the California School Choice Foundation. He has some great ideas, great insights on how to take the power back, how to give the power of knowledge and education back to the parents and back to the students That's the most important part. The parents, we all want to be in control as parents of what our kids are exposed to a certain extent. And, but that's not the important thing. The important thing is to give the kids the keys to the kingdom. Give them the keys to knowledge. Take this away from the people who are trying to destroy the country. And this is how we do it. This is great. I've babbled on for quite a long time about this because I'm excited about it. So stick with me on this. Doug lays it all out. I just hit the record on the camera and he just, boom, he went on and he took off running with it. And it's a great thing. I'm going to interview him some more in the future, but this is just a good primer, little precursor to what the California School Choice Foundation is all about. This is Doug Hauser. I met him a few times, a few different rallies, but I haven't really taken the time to record him and interview him. But I did this time, and I can't believe I waited so long because this should be issue number one in our country. Issue number one. Without taking back the school systems, we lose everything else. It doesn't matter. This is the foundation that we need to build our movement on. And the leftists are not dumb. They knew the power of controlling the education system, and they've done it. They've taken complete control of it. But this is how we take it back. So I'm not going to go on any longer. This is Doug Hauser from the California School Choice Foundation. Get involved. He's going to give some links. He's going to give some information where you can get involved and contact them. Please do. It's way too important to ignore. Doug Hauser, California School Choice Foundation. Brian Senior, Political Truths, 832. I am out.
Okay, hi, I'm Doug Hauser. I'm with the California School Choice Foundation. We have a plan for bringing true school choice to California that will improve education for every child in this state and not cost the taxpayers one extra penny. A lot of people ask, how is that possible? Here's how it's possible. We're going to access the Proposition 98 funds for K through 12 education as they currently are. It currently is about $82 billion a year or more to be divided among 6 million or so, maybe a few more, school kids. What our plan would allow is for any parent who wishes to create an education savings account in their child's name and access their child's share of the money. That money, which comes to about $12,600 per pupil per year, would go into the education savings account and be shielded from any other government spending. The parent would have a property right to that money, but they cannot spend it on anything they want. It can only be spent on qualified educational expenses, which generally will mean tuition at any accredited school of the parent's choice. That school could be a charter school, it could be a private school, it could be a parochial school, it could be your local government-run school if you like. The choice is up to the parents as long as the school is accredited. If you're a homeschooler, you can access this money and use portions of it for certain qualified scholastic expenses. For example, the parent cannot give themselves a salary, but they can buy computer equipment, books, music lessons, enroll their child in team sports. Many of those functions will probably be done through a local charter school to oversee the disbursement of those funds. The beauty of this idea is not only that it makes private school available to every parent in California, but the average cost of private school in California is actually less than that $12,600 number. So any money that the parent saves, let's say you send your child to a Catholic school and they charge about $9,000 or $10,000 a year, the excess money remains in the child's account. It rolls over year to year to year, accumulating as it goes, and when the child turns 18 and graduates, that money is available for their college fund or for any accredited vocational training. So with this plan, we can send every kid to private school of the parent's choice and give them either free or very reduced vocational training and college fund for every child in this state without affecting taxes at all. And in fact, we're not even affecting the total per pupil funding, because the state of California spends about $18,000 per pupil. There's more than the Prop 98 funds. So as more parents pull their children out of public schools, if they do, the children remaining behind, so to speak, in public schools will actually be getting a larger proportion of money than they were getting before. And statistical studies show, there have been something like 33 studies of the effect of school choice programs on the public schools, and 31 of them have found that the public schools actually get better results when they are forced into competition with the private schools. So this is a benefit for everyone, whether you keep your child in the government-run schools or pull them out and put them in the school of your choice. A few final details. The parent's contract with the school is for 1 year at a time, not for a whole K through 12. So if you send your child to first grade and you're not happy, you can send them to a different school in second grade. And so the parent becomes the customer who must be satisfied. The other thing that people ask about is, well, with government money, won't there be government strings attached? No. Within the initiative will be a bunch of statements that the state cannot dictate curriculum on the private schools beyond what is required for accreditation. The state cannot affect health and safety regulations, cannot affect hiring and firing rules, cannot affect disciplinary policies. Once a school is accredited, and the state does not have a monopoly on accreditation, there are many accrediting agencies. Once the school is accredited, they can teach the way they want to teach, and it's up to the parents to decide whether that's appropriate for their children. We will create true school choice. There will be schools that will specialize in science. There will be schools that will specialize in art. There may be schools that will specialize in agriculture. There will be schools that will specialize in special needs kids. If you can imagine it, there will be a school for every need, because when every parent has $12,600 or more to send their child to private school, you can believe that there will be plenty of entrepreneurs, plenty of teachers who are willing to start schools. Teachers coming out of teaching college will say, I'm going to get together with 5 of my friends and we will start our own school. We will become accredited and we'll compete with the government-run schools and we'll see who does a better job. And the parents will see who does a better job. So that's the idea, is to introduce true competition. And by true competition, we will get improved performance and lowered prices. Now, we want this to be a ballot initiative next year. So what we need now is volunteers. We need people to be willing to go out and collect those signatures. We will need approximately 1 million signatures verified to get this on the ballot. And the recall of Gavin Newsom has shown that this is eminently doable. And this is a very nonpartisan issue, I can assure you. Democratic parents, minority parents, Hispanic parents, Asian parents, white parents, rich parents, poor parents, it doesn't matter. They all want good education for their children. We have pitched this idea to many, many groups, and it receives really broad appeal. This is not a hard sell at all. Most of you are probably listening to this and going, what a great idea. Why didn't somebody think of that before?
Do you have a website
I wish I had.
or something? Do you have a website or something that people
We
can
do.
go
Our
to?
website is californiaschoolchoice.org. Very easy to remember, californiaschoolchoice.org. And if you go there, you can go to what's called the action page and you can sign our pre-petition, which is basically just a statement of support for the idea. You could also volunteer. There are a list of 25 different ways you can volunteer. A lot of them are fun. It could mean having a party at your house and you invite your 20 neighbors over. Why don't you come over to my house Wednesday night for coffee and cake, and we'll learn about school choice. And people are very into this idea, especially now with the shutdown and the kids can't get back to school, and parents want their kids in school and they want their kids in good schools. People are very receptive to this idea, especially now, but they were even before. And you could also donate money. If you're looking for donations, all the members of the California School Choice Foundation are volunteers. Nobody is drawing a paycheck. So the money all goes into basically 3 places. It goes into the website, it goes into a bank account, and it goes into paying the bills at the one office that we have. We have one office in Pasadena because you got to have a location to actually do things from. So a $5 donation, a $10 donation is very, very appreciated. We will use the money really, really well. We are not. No money is being wasted. Nobody's drawing a salary. This is a labor of love. And if you love this idea, please go to our website, californiaschoolchoice.org. And like I say, there are many ways to volunteer. It's very enjoyable, very fun through doing this. For the last year and a half, I have met so many great people, parents, grandparents, people who say, well, I don't really have any kids. And my answer is, these are all our kids. This is the future of our country, the future of our state, and the future of our whole nation at stake. We want every child to be as well educated as possible. Think of whatever your pet social problem is, whether it's homelessness or crime or the environment or energy or jobs. Wouldn't you rather have a lot of really well-educated people running around trying to solve that problem? Chemists, scientists, engineers, historians, economists, farmers, people who know what is going on, who are really well-educated to be able to solve these problems. That's what we need, and this will provide that.
Give the website one more time.
The website is californiaschoolchoice.org. One word, couldn't be simpler. And there's resources for homeschoolers there. There's comparisons with other states' school choice programs. Something like 33 states have school choice programs of various types, but we have crafted ours to be the best. We worked with people from Arizona, from Washington, D.C., from other states where they have school choice programs, and we took the best aspects of all of them and eliminated the weak aspects. And I think we have a plan which, if we can pass it here in California, it will sweep the nation.
Very good.
This will revolutionize education across this country if we can do it here first.
Very good. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Thanks so much for your time.
Best of luck to you.
Thanks so much.
Awesome.
Yes.
Brian Senior, Political Truths 832. I'm here at the Carolyn Covell launch party, and that was a gentleman from the California School Choice Initiative, and we'll be posting more information on that on the website as well as the YouTube channel. Brian Senior, Political Truths 832. I'm out.